Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back with another review video for you. I'm kind of excited about this one. It's been a little while since I did a review, but the last time I did, I reviewed the Melanie hair topper from Uniwigs. And since I did that review video, I've been wearing Melanie, I don't want to say non-stop because I do kind of mix it up with some other pieces, but I've been wearing it a lot and I love that piece. The cap size is great. It feels really secure on. I love the coverage that I get. If you've watched my Melanie review video, you know that I said I love everything about this piece. It's like my perfect piece with one notable exception. And that was the fact that it's a mono top. And I do prefer a silk top. I especially prefer the Uniwigs silk top because I think the Uniwigs silk top is the most realistic one that I've seen. From various vendors. It's fantastic. So I was lamenting the fact that I love the Melanie and it's great, but I really wish that it had a silk top. So I think I even called it. I said, hey Uniwigs, if you're listening, this is the best piece. I love it. It's my favorite. Can we get it with a silk top? So lo and behold, the very nice people at Uniwigs sent me their latest and greatest piece, or one of their latest and greatest. I think they've introduced a couple of new toppers recently. And here she is right out of the box. This is the Kimberly. And Kimberly has a large cap, the same size, I believe, 8.5 by 9, same size as the Melanie cap, but the Kimberly has the amazingly realistic Uniwigs silk top. You can see it there. It's just so good, you guys. It looks so natural and so realistic. And speaking of Uniwigs silk top, before we go further, I always, when I forget to mention it, I get comments asking. So let me make sure to mention what I'm wearing today. Little messy pony, low pony today. And this is the Uniwigs amber silk top without bangs. The amber came with bangs and without, and I have both, of course, because of course I do. And this is the without bangs, obviously, but this is the amber silk top. Again, I love the Uniwigs silk top. I think it's fantastic. So we're looking at the same silk top on the Kimberly today. This particular piece is 16 inches, which I've now moved up to, so thank you Uniwigs for sending this over in the 16-inch length. My 14-inch pieces that I've acquired over the past year and a half are now too short because my bio hair has gotten really long, which is kind of weird. My bio hair is longer than it's ever been as an adult. And I think it's because it's still not thicker, but it's just letting it grow longer because it's healthier, because I'm not heat styling it and putting a bunch of products on it. So sidebar. But at any rate, this is Kimberly in 16 inches, virgin Remy human hair. And this Kimberly is in the color 1B, which is off black. And that's not my usual color. When I order from Uniwigs, I usually order the natural black. But it looked like on the website the Kimberly is not available in the natural black, so they sent the 1B. And this is a question that a lot of folks ask me in the Facebook group and in the comments on my channel is I'm kind of going back and forth between the 1B off black and the natural black color. So I don't know if the light is going to help us out here today, but I thought I would try and show you the difference, because I really think, guys, in my opinion, it's pretty imperceptible. I mean, I've had it out in the daylight straight up and I don't know. I don't think there's much of a difference at all. This is the Kimberly in 1B off black. And this is the Melanie in natural black. So side by side, natural black, off black. Does that help? So not much difference. Maybe you can pick up, I will say this, and I tell people this and they're always surprised. Off black is, to my eye, in my opinion, a little darker than the natural black. You can see, I think, a bit more warmth in the natural black than in the off black. But overall, not a huge difference. So I normally wear natural black, but I'm going to be wearing the Kimberly in off black. And I also have an extension piece, I think, from Uniwigs that's in off black, and it works great. I haven't had any issues blending it. So my bio hair color works with one beat or with natural black. So let's kind of take a look at what we have going on under the hood with Kimberly. Kimberly is in the sort of spirit or in keeping with the latest toppers from Uniwigs, kind of a all things sort of piece, right? If I was Stefan from SNL, I would say, this piece has everything. So large cap size, which I love, and a silk top. The parting area on this, the cap is 8.5 by 9, but the parting area is 4 by 4.5. So you still have a lot of room. You can part the hair anywhere within the silk area here. And it's a lace front piece. I'll talk about that in a minute. And it also has the bonus, which a lot of the Uniwigs pieces that they're making right now have the same feature set, which is the halo wire. And I've done a couple of videos on other pieces that have this halo wire and how to use it and how to adjust it and, you know, how to set it for the size of your head. So just, you can go check those videos out if you want more detail, but just to kind of get a feel for what we're talking about, Kimberly has 4 clips, 1, 2, 3, 4 clips around the large base. So you clip in, and then to help keep the front of the piece flat on your head, you can use this, it's invisible, it's hard to see on camera. So you can use this halo wire, you adjust it to fit the size of your head, and then it goes behind the back of your head, and it's just physics really. The tension, it sort of like secures behind your head, so it pulls, and not in a bad way, I don't mean like, but it just, again, physics, tension, pulls down on the front of the piece. Seriously, I can't get a hold of this to save my life. Pulls down the front of the piece to keep the front nice and flat, right? So that's a challenge some folks have with a lace front, is it's sometimes challenging to get it to lay flat for you. So the halo wire helps with that by pulling down the front of the piece and keeping it nice and flat at the front of your head. So the Kimberly has all that, right? It is a large cap, which I love, silk, which I love, and then the lace front plus the halo. So it's full featured. We're gonna take her out for a spin here in just a minute, but I wanted to mention to you that when I said to Uniwigs in my Melanie video, hey Uniwigs, Melanie would be perfect if she was a silk top. I'm super excited to try this, but I want to make sure I'm super clear with you. This is Melanie, right? Same large cap size, but Melanie is not a lace front, has a clip at the front where the poly strip is, and is a mono top. So are they the same size cap? Yes. Are they the same style? No. So I don't want you to think it's like for like. I want to be super clear. I'm going to try this on and see how it feels in terms of differences, but they're the same size cap, but they're not the same style cap. There's no lace front here. Kimberly has a lace front. There's no halo wire on Melanie. Kimberly has a halo wire. And Melanie has more clips all the way around and the clip in the front. And of course, then there's the difference of the cap, right? So this is the Melanie mono top versus the Kimberly silk top. So you can see the difference, right? All right, so let's take Kimberly out for a spin. For those of you who aren't familiar with lace front is designed to help give you a more natural blend at the front of your hairline. Lots of questions about what do I do with the lace? You know, do I walk around with this just as is? And the answer to that is no. Some people trim it back a little and just sort of blend the lace in with their skin. Others, like me, trim it as far back as we can and then use just a little bit of our bio hair at the front of the hairline to blend in. So I'm gonna go off camera for just a second and cut the lace off. There's no secret magic to it. The only thing I would say, or my tips if you haven't cut lace before, is number one, use a small pair of scissors, kind of like cuticle scissors or the scissors you use to trim your eyebrow hairs. Smaller, I tend to get more control and I can get more, closer, more closer. That's not what I meant to say. I can get closer along the hair at the lace. So I'm gonna get super close. That's my preference. I'll cut it down. Oh, that lace it's a nice blend. So the other thing I would say is go slow. You can always trim back more lace, but if you cut too far, you can't get it back. So cut a little bit at a time, go slow, see what you think. And I'm gonna do this really fast, so mine's not gonna look all awesome and clean and smooth when I come back, but we're trying to get this baby on my head. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. After telling you to make sure you use small, delicate scissors so you can have great control. I looked in my desk drawer and all I had were these, and I'm too lazy to go upstairs and get my small scissors, so I just hacked away at mine with the big scissors. Do as I say, not as I do. So I trimmed the lace back. I mean, not the worst. I told you I was going to do it fast just so we could get it on. I will go in with my small scissors and trim it to be a little more even and just a little closer to the hairline. You can see I left a little lace there, and that's not my preference. I like to trim all the way back. But like I said, speed, speed, speed. I want to get her on my head. I'm so excited about this one. I'm going to take the tag off here. This is just the Uniwigs tag right out of the box. And I also want to mention, just kind of working with the piece to get ready to put her on. I haven't sized the halo wire. I might skip that just for speed, and you can see another video on my channel about how to size a halo wire if you're interested in that. But one thing I noticed and I wanted to mention is there's such good weight to this piece. I mean, the hair is so silky, and there's nothing quite like a hairpiece right out of the box. Silky smooth hair, I love it. So this is really nice and has a good weight to it. It just feels so great, and makes, nice thick ponytail if that's what you want to do. So let's try her on. I'm going to unamber myself. This is it's still really hard to do this on camera. Oh guys, since you saw me, number one, I turned 50, so that was a big deal, and I had such a wonderful year of celebration leading up to that. Kind of counted down to turning 50, and not a year without hardships for sure, but just it felt so nice to be celebrated and to embrace this milestone. So since you saw me last, I turned 50, and since you saw me last, what was the other thing that happened? Oh, I was going to tell you something else. Crap. Oh, no? I don't know. Since you saw me last, I turned 50 and lost my memory. So, that's charming. I'm embracing it. But, the other thing is I came out on my personal Facebook page about my hair loss and wearing helper hair. I mean, I kind of felt like, duh, because sometimes I would post a profile picture on Facebook and I have bangs because I'm wearing my amber with bangs. And sometimes I would post a profile picture and I didn't have bangs. And I thought, well, surely people know something's up, but I don't know. I still just felt self-conscious, and was like hoping people don't find my YouTube channel. People in my real life, I don't know. So I just thought, I'm embracing celebrating so much as I turn 50. Why not just live out loud? So I came out on my Facebook page about my hair loss and wearing helper hair. And everyone was so encouraging and supportive and kind. And it just feels like such a relief, to be, honest and out loud about it. So those were big deals for me while I was gone from you. Anyway, here we are. Let's take a look at Kimberly. I'm going to take this off. That's what started this whole thing. It's still kind of hard for me. So I'm going to de-amber and have not my hairpiece on. That's still hard, even though I'm out and all that. It's just, it feels really vulnerable. So I hope folks are I'm sure you all are, because you're not watching this because you have a amazing head of hair probably. You're probably watching this because you're in the same boat as me. So you understand it feels really vulnerable to take your hairpiece off and be out there about your hair loss. So here's Amber, unclipped and out. This is a nice little piece, you guys. I don't wear her as much as I used to, and that's just because I've graduated to bigger cap sizes. I'll link to the Amber in the description. I don't remember off the top of my head the size of the cap, but I love this piece. It has 4 clips. I think if I want to start wearing her again, I'll probably add another one. But I love her with bangs. I wear my Amber with bangs more just because it's a different look, and I have other pieces without bangs that have a larger cap. But this is a great piece, and the silk, gorgeous. So here we are without any helper hair. As I mentioned, guys, look how long my hair has gotten. That's crazy. I think I've just been too lazy to go get a cut. And you know, here's my hair loss, thinning more and more. Oh, it looks patchy today. Oh, you know why? I just realized. You see a dark spot right there? I took the L'Oreal Root Spray, which I've talked about in one of my product videos, and sprayed some of that on. So here we are. No Kimberly, ready to go, right? So I'm going to unclip the clips. And again, we're not going to mess with the halo wire right now, just so we can get Kimberly on and see how she looks. Also, you don't have to use the halo wire. You can even cut it off if you find that you don't like using it or you don't need it. So I'm going to try and line up Kimberly's part with mine. I didn't bring my eyeshadow down or my root spray, so I apologize. We might not get the best blend at the front center part, just because I didn't bring those little tools down with me. Did not come prepared, apparently. But I think we can get pretty good without those things. So yeah, I normally would have some dark eyeshadow or that root spray to kind of help blend at the front hairline. Like that. Clip in a little bit more, a little different spot there. I have so much thinning right there on the sides. It's so hard for me with toppers. That's why I think I might eventually, I will eventually, and probably in the not too distant future, start exploring wigs, just because the clips on caps on the sides, I've gotten so much thinner that it's a little hard for me. It's getting increasingly hard. I have to use like volumizing powder there to give my hair some traction. I'm talking as I'm brushing this, and I'm just loving what I'm seeing, you guys. I love a large cap. There's just no getting around it. So, okay, let's take a look at what we have. So here is Kimberly. Really pretty hair, you guys. I need to move her forward just a little bit. Look how pretty and silky that is. Yeah, this is my problem spot for clipping right here on the side. And I don't have any hair powder in to help give some grip. Ooh. I like it. The cap size feels great. I love that large cap. I do need a little bit of powder right here at the front to blend that in. But you can kind of get the vibe of where we're going. Another thing that I'm gonna do for you, I just wanted to do this try on video real fast because I was so excited to see this piece. Oh, how pretty it is, look at that. Oh, I love it. It feels great. The cap size feels terrific. Couple of things I want to mention. One is I'm going to do a follow-up video. I'll probably film that tomorrow. It's Thanksgiving week here. If you're celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. My family's here, so I'm filming kind of in between peeling potatoes and hanging with my family. But I'm going to do a video probably tomorrow, and I'll post it real quick, to style this. I think with this piece, I probably will not wear her with a center part. I have some other pieces that are set up for a center part, and I've been wearing my Melanie, which has I've set for a side part. So I think I'm gonna do a side part in Kimberly, and I'm gonna add some wave to give her some volume. And I'll do a video for you tomorrow showing you how I set the part and how I style it. So you can get a look at kind of before and after. So this is Kimberly right out of the box. And that soft, silky, gorgeous, right out of the box, glossy hair. I can't get over like how nice the weight of the hair is. Feels so great. I love the large cap. I mean, guys, this cap size is my jam. This is my size. Just really pretty. The silk top. Get a look at that silk top. So good. And again, no fault of the hairpiece, my fault. I didn't bring my eyeshadow down. I don't think you have any lying around here. I didn't bring my eyeshadow down, which is normal for me to do, to put a little bit of dark eyeshadow at the front of the piece to blend her in. Really pretty. So this is the Uniwigs Kimberly. Fantastic 8.5 by 9 cap for comfort and great coverage. I love it. Silk top, doesn't get any better than that in terms of realistic looking scalp. 16 inches and off black. And I really love her. This piece also has the optional halo wire. I'm not using it. I will be using it to make sure that Kimberly pulls nice and flat down on the front, so the halo wire will accomplish that. We'll pull down the front just a little bit. She's pretty good right now, but I love the extra security and that extra little pull that I get from the halo wire. And so I'll be using the halo wire with her, and I'll size it to my head off camera. So when I do the styling video, I'll have that done and you'll be able to see the piece with the halo wire. So guys, I think she's really pretty. So thank you to Uniwigs for sending this to me, and thank you to Uniwigs for listening to their customers. We were clamoring for a large cap size like the Melanie with a fantastic silk top, and now we have her in Kimberly. So I'll put a link down below. I'll also put my discount code because I don't know when you'll see this video. Right now, as I'm filming, Uniwigs is having a phenomenal Thanksgiving sale. I think it's like 25% off everything. I know I'm gonna go buy something, but in case you're watching this later and there's not a sale, although Uniwigs has sales a lot, I'll include a discount code at the bottom that they were nice enough to provide to me that gets you 15% off. So I really like this one, and I'm very excited about the fantastic silk top with that large cap size. So if that's your jam, be sure to check out Kimberly. I'll be back for part 2, styling video, in just a couple of days. So be on the lookout for that if you're interested. Thanks for coming by the channel and for watching. And if you have any questions at all, please just leave them in the comments. And I hope you have a great day. We'll see you soon.